Hey y'all, it's Missy. Um, I actually tried to do a couple other videos today, and one of them when the sound was really terrible, and then the other one had zero sound on it at all. So I think it had something to do with me being out and about, and I was, just using my regular data or cellular data or whatever, and I wasn't on Wi-Fi for some reason. It seems to do better on Wi-Fi. I did both videos in my car, and neither one of them worked. So, I talked about a bunch of different stuff today, so I don't even remember exactly what all I said. But anyway, I just had a little running around to do. I had to go pick up my thyroid prescription, and I was out, so I've been out. I didn't take any this morning. And on my way, well, I wasn't going to go home. I went and picked up my prescription. I went in the store for a little while after I picked up my prescription, and I just decided I had a few things to pick up, and the place where I get my prescriptions, it is a grocery store, and it has a pharmacy, but it's really expensive to buy groceries there. And I'm sorry. Excuse me. Anyway, so and then I remembered I had some things that I needed to take back to Walmart, and so I decided just to go ahead and go to Walmart, and I got those things. I took a bag, switched them out. They were just some little camis, and I'll tell you this part of it. I don't know, I'm still used to going and grabbing the bigger sizes for myself when I go buy clothes. And so just out of habit, I grabbed the bigger size. And when I got it home the other day to try it on, and it was just a little bit big. So I can't get used to that, y'all. But that's just part of, having been big, much bigger, and then lose weight, and it just takes a while for your own body image to adjust to what size you actually are. And so, like a lot of my friends have said, well, that's not a bad problem to have. And it's not. It's just that I waste a lot of time and a lot of effort going and I really don't like to try on clothes. So I, going and picking up something, and then I bring it home and try it on, and then figure out that it's too big or whatever, and then, figure out a time and hunt down the receipt, take it back, all that mess. Anyway, it's just, it's kind of, I don't know. It just drives me nuts. Anyway, so, I've learned to, if it's where I can, go ahead and try it on, get the right size, and anyway, so these were just some little camis. Like I've started trying to get some natural sun, and so I really don't, I don't have like a bikini. I'm not going to buy a bikini. I don't know if I'll ever own another bikini, but excuse me, so I just lay out in these little things. So I'm not ready to bare my tummy, and I do have a couple of bathing suits. Of course, I don't show my tummy. They're not bikinis, but they're two-piece, where you wear the little bottom and the little top, but it covers my stomach and everything. So anyway, but I just like the little camis because, if I wanted to wear like a little cold shoulder top, which I have 3 or 4 of those, and so I like a little sun just right here on my shoulder, on my deltoid. And I like for that to, I like for that little bit of sun tanning to show. And then, I mean, because otherwise I would just wear a short sleeve shirt and a V-neck, with a V-neck or whatever. But I do like to sometimes, show my little cold, my little bit of shoulder and my cold shoulder top. So I did that and got those things swapped out, got the smaller size, and that reminds me I need to go take them out of the bag before they get all wrinkled up. And I also, at work, I wear khaki pants or khaki capris or something a lot at work. And anyway, so I got some more capris and stuff, some more khakis rather, a pair of khaki capris and a pair of khaki pants. And I actually went and tried them on. And I was surprised because in one of them, the last time I tried it on this particular piece of clothing, I wore an extra large, and this time I was able to go down to a large. So yay me, a non-scale victory. So anyway, I do still weigh periodically. I know the number on the scale does not define me, but I don't let it mess with my head. It's just kind of a way of just kind of seeing where I am. And for the rest of it, I really kind of just judge by how my clothes fit, how I feel. The two biggest things that I got very, very excited about after I lost even just 40 pounds, I've lost now 50 pounds, but even when I just lost 40 pounds, is that I could sit in a booth at a restaurant and not have it, my stomach is like, there's a good 6, 7, 8 inches between my stomach and the edge of, the edge of the table. And also, in my car, I used to, when I was bigger, heavier, and I had a bigger stomach, my steering wheel would rub my stomach in the car. And now, again, I have a good 6, 7, 8 inches between my stomach and the steering wheel and my stomach and the table. So for me, that was really a big deal. Like, we'd go to restaurants and I would be like, I don't want to sit in a booth. I want to sit at a table where I can control how far the chair or, how far I am away from the table. So, to be able to do that now and it just not bother me. And that's what we call a non-scale victory. It's a gauge that we can use to tell that we are getting smaller without stepping on the scale. Because the scale can be, the number on the scale can be determined by a lot of things. And, doing the exercise challenge with Dory and Wendy last month, I lost a whole inch. And maybe it was more than that. All I measured was my waist, like right around my belly button. So it could have been I lost an inch. I know I lost an inch there, but I could have lost an inch in my hips. Too. So my waist is really the only thing I measure, but I guess I do need to start measuring other things. And I just go by how I look in clothes, and how I feel in clothes. And are they baggy or do they fit or, do they look good on me? So it was kind of nice. One pair of pants, I think the last time I got that brand of pants, I wore a 2X in them, and now I wear an extra large. But the other brand of pants was a little bit different, but last time I wore an extra large in those, and now I wear a large. So I went down a size in each of those brands, which, brands of clothes, you can't always go by that because sometimes they're just all really very, very different. But anyway, so the other thing I was thinking about, I told y'all yesterday or something that my TSH was high. I just got to thinking about that. And I don't know for sure that this is even has anything to do with it. It might not. I haven't measured all of these things to see. I just got to thinking in my head. Maybe it's something the Lord's given me and showing me. I don't know. If it is, that's great. But it's just kind of, I don't know. But anyway, well, when I went to the doctor in December, she was really pleased with the way my thyroid was doing. And so, and now it's end of June, and it's right at 6 months that appointments were apart. And so December, my thyroid was doing okay, it was staying okay. And then in the end of June, my TSH is really high. But I think I forgot to tell y'all this. My T3 and my T4 were in the normal range. So it's really weird for my TSH to get out of whack and have my T3 and my T4 be normal. I mean, that's really weird. I guess it's weird. Like I said, I'm still going to learn about all this, so I really don't know. Sometimes they say you can have a normal TSH range and your thyroid be very messed up. So I don't know if it works the other way around. You can have normal T3 and T4 and have a crazy whacked out TSH. I don't know how that really all works. But I just got to thinking with the high TSH, and I've kind of listened to other YouTube videos about keto and thyroid, and pretty much all of them have said that you really can't do any kind of extended fasting, that it really messes up your thyroid. And I was like, well, dang, I really wanted to try some fasting. And let me back up a little bit. The reason I even thought about that was because I got to about the time that we normally eat dinner. I was still out shopping and running around and doing stuff, and I kind of really started feeling kind of weak and a little bit lightheaded. And then I pulled out my phone and looked at the time. I was like, well, dang, I'm way past when I would normally eat. We normally try to eat around 5, whatever, and it was 6, and I'm kind of feeling kind of peckish, a little bit. And anyway, so I got to thinking about it, and I thought, in the last, let's say, well, at least since school got out, I had gotten to where I have my keto coffee when I get up in the morning, 8-ish, 8:30-ish, whatever. And it fills me up to the point that I really don't want anything to eat until about 5, about 5, 6, I'm ready to eat. And I usually have something either ready to go or, ready to fix, or I've fixed it, or I'm cooking it, ready to eat it, or waiting to eat it, or whatever. So, and letting myself get past that stage, I just really kind of wonder now if that long stretch between that coffee in the morning and that dinner time, if that's what's messed with my TSH. I mean, I don't know for any of this for a fact. This is just me kind of brainstorming and thinking that that's a possibility, that maybe now I have made my TSH go up because I am, I don't know that I would call what I do OMAD. I've been calling it kind of an intuitive eating or whatever. Like, I just don't eat until I'm hungry. And today I kind of pushed past what I'm used to of thinking hunger is, or time to eat, or whatever. So I don't know. That just kind of came to my mind, that I wonder if what I've been doing the last month and a half or so. I wonder if that's what pushed my TSH up. Because at the same time, you know, I have been doing more exercising and stuff like that. Not crazy amounts, not cardio, not crazy stuff. Just a little bit of exercise. And I need to get back on it with Dory and Wendy too. Ladies, if y'all watch this, I haven't been ignoring y'all or not showing up, you know, in the morning, such as things have been coming up and stuff going on. And so anyway, you know, I love y'all, and I'm going to get back to it. And because I really do miss it. Just things happen. Life happens in general. So anyway, I just got to thinking about that. Like, some things have changed. And I know, you know, sometimes when you lose weight, some of your numbers do change. And of course, you know, as I've told y'all a jillion times, I'm really not worried about the cholesterol. But I know that your eating can affect your thyroid level. So I'm wondering if what I have been doing has affected my thyroid level. And if it does, and I'm going to do more research on this, I'm going to read up on it and see what other people, you know, I'll just Google it, you know. That's my saying, Google it, Google it. So I'm going to Google it. I'm going to look it up and see. Because most everybody I've seen either says that you can't really do like a long-term fasting, like more than, you know, not even going a whole 24 hours. That you, trying to think of how to put this, that you should go higher on carbs. And I don't know if I've ever shared this with y'all. I don't count anything. I don't count carbs. I don't count fat. I don't count protein. I don't count any of that. I just know what I can and cannot eat. And yes, I cheat sometimes because I'm human and life happens, and that's just how it goes. And so, yes, I do sometimes cheat and get something good to eat. But anyway, I'm fixing to wrap this up because he's fixing to be in here. But anyway, I just wanted to say, I just have an inkling now of why my TSH went sky high. And so I'm going to check it out, and fixing to eat the rest of a steak that I had the other night and some vegetables. I'm cooking heavy some supper. I'm cooking all of our stuff together at one time in the toaster oven. And anyway, so I am going to let y'all go and see what's going on. Just see if I can do a little bit of research. And I'm not going to stay up late tonight like I did last night because I really am kind of tired. And I'm trying to avoid some of the pitfalls of some of the bad habits that I have when I do stay up late at night or stay up too late at night. And just see if that helps, see what it does. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go, and y'all have a great evening. I'm going to try to. I'm going to, like I said, do some research, do some reading, and eat some dinner, and go just kind of in a little while, get ready for bed. And I just like to sit here and kind of relax. And I'm charging my phone right now. That was part of the problem earlier, is my phone was dying. And the other problem was that the sound wasn't too good on my phone. And I like to use my Bluetooth headset so that way I can watch videos or listen to whatever while he's watching TV and I don't disturb him. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all go, and y'all have a wonderful evening, and maybe I'll get back on here tomorrow after I do some research and figure out what's going on. And this is reaching almost 20 minutes, so I'm going to close out and say, hug somebody today, tell somebody you love them today, and keto on, y'all. Have a great evening. See you later. Bye.